is Teresa Yanaros at Divine Frequency, and today we are talking about the disclosure machine, a subculture. All right, let's dive right in. Hashtag mermaid life. Here are 5 true facts about the disclosure machine. Number 1, everyone has a different definition of disclosure. Some people are seeking extraterrestrial disclosure. Some people are seeking disclosure from the government about secret technologies. Some people are seeking disclosure about health and all things related to holistic health that is being hidden from you by the mainstream media. Ultimately, it all comes down to truth seeking. Whether it be the truth about UFOs, GMOs, or human potential, you can find it all right here within one big gigantic soup of a community. Which brings us to number 2. The disclosure machine is a complete cluster. Teresa! What? Someone had to say it. There is information all over the place being presented as fact. It's up to you to decide what you believe for yourself. You have content creators, you have researchers, you have people consuming information, producing information, and there's absolutely no standard for what is valuable or not. It all comes down to what you decide you want to believe. A lot of this information is based off of people's experiences. Some of it is based on actual research. Some of it's based on a fringe article found on the internet. Some of it's based on mainstream information. Well, not really a whole lot of it, but some of it, in some cases, experience is seen as the highest standard of evidentiary support over logic and reason. In some cases, people argue for logic and common sense. Welcome to the drama land of the disclosure machine. Good luck finding an adult conversation where people engage about research and come to conclusions on what they believe based on legitimacy and fact. Experience is held onto like a child with a toy. It might be impossible to have a meeting of the minds, but we sure try. This is the truth about the cluster that is the disclosure machine. We all come from different backgrounds and different beliefs. When everybody has a different worldview, how can you have a conversation? Well, everybody pretty much has different definitions of everything entirely. So foundationally, it's very difficult to get to the truth of a matter when we're all speaking basically a different language. But I will say, the dialogue gets pretty hysterical and might seem to go nowhere, but it sure is fun trying to figure out what we believe among people who disagree with us. We might not have any conclusions, but I tell you what, we sure have a lot of questions. And on top of that, it's really hard to tell who to trust. Which brings us to number 3. The disclosure machine is largely made of figureheads who are self-made. Because modern America is internet land, anyone can point a camera at their face and call themselves an expert. You can self-publish books, you can start your own website, you can be your own authority in your own echo chamber. Welcome to the disclosure machine. But wait, there are legit researchers trying to make it in this field, but good luck trying to find them, because whoever gets the views makes the rules. It becomes a gigantic popularity contest. Legit speakers with well-balanced research might get swallowed up by more popular, catchy, flashy individuals. So what information actually carries the most weight? Is it the truth, or is it what is interesting? Because there's no standard of evidence, this brings us to number 4. The disclosure machine is filled with liars and cheats. Because disclosure ultimately means truth-seeking, we're surrounded by a bunch of people who really want to seek the truth, which makes it fair game for people to come in and take advantage of people who have had a worldview shift because they've come in contact with some new information and they are seeking more. This machine feeds off of information, and boy, if you're looking for information, you're gonna find it. You can find fringe information on basically any topic that you've decided you don't want to listen to the mainstream media about. There's weight to some of it, but certainly not all of it. A lot of these people are conspiracy theorists and they don't trust the mainstream media, so people's brains are falling out. This is the perfect personality type for lies and cheats to come in and give people beautiful packages of information that they can digest and blindly believe. These people are very interesting and they lie, cheat, and steal their way all the way up to the top. Hope you come and see them at their next conference. They are the loudest, they are the proudest, and they are the most entirely false. Falsity. This brings us to number 5. There is an actual embedded truth within the disclosure machine. There's happy news yet. This life really is beautiful, and ultimately we are all seeking for the same thing, and that is the capital T truth. That is our connection to the source that created us, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's the divine spark within us that we each have that no one can sell you. No one can take that from you, and no one can give that to you. You don't have to pay any price to be who you are. Most of the people in this community, they do their own research, which is beautiful because that's how we make sure that we can discern the falsity from the truth. So steer clear of the escapism, know that your life is precious, and live it right now. Don't let anyone tell you that you aren't enough or you don't have enough. Fully experience your beautiful, perfect life on this planet, and don't think for 1 second that any other person is at a higher level of spiritual advancement than you. You're spiritual. You have it. You have exactly what you need. It's right inside of you. And the constant wheel of the disclosure machine gets you trapped, thinking that somehow knowledge and information processing is going to take you to the next level of spiritual advancement. Stop right there, take a deep breath, and know that there's nobody out there that you have to purchase something from or buy into that's going to tell you exactly what's going to get you to the next level. Consuming more information isn't going to make you spiritually enlightened, and those who tell you they have all the answers are usually the most confused. This community is very versatile. There are some on the endless wheel of spiritual evolution. There are observers and researchers and those who are just trying to figure out what to believe for themselves. The main takeaway here is it's just a big gigantic puzzle and we're all trying to figure it out. Happy truth seeking. This is Teresa Yanaros at Divine Frequency, where we ride the wave between the supernatural and paranormal realms. Bye!